There's a tense situation in Nepal in an area called Birgunj. A curfew has been imposed, and more importantly, the India-Nepal border has been sealed. All of this is because a few days ago, reports emerged of vandalism and burning of holy scriptures at a mosque in a village in Dhanusha district of Nepal. Following this incident, tension spread to Birgunj and protests have erupted. During the protests, Hindu organizations alleged that derogatory remarks were made against their deities, which further aggravated the situation. To control the situation, the administration has decided to impose this curfew due to the worsening situation in Birgunj and surrounding areas. Many Indian migrant workers employed in Nepal have started returning to their homes. So there seems to be a communal flare-up at the border with India in an area called Birgunj is what we're being told, and there are anti-India slogans also that were heard there. The communal flare-up has led to Hindus in the area to move out. The India-Nepal border has been sealed. All of this after a few days after there was tension in an area in Dhanusha after there were reports of vandalism and burning of holy scriptures at a mosque in a village of Kamla municipality in Dhanusha district. Raman joins me on the phone line. Raman, just take us through what you are hearing. We believe that the India-Nepal border has been sealed after a place very close to the border is also witnessing tensions.
Yeah, again, it's a tension developed in Nepal, Birgunj district, where the Hindus are being targeted by the locals in Birgunj. And seeing the situation worsen, the Birgunj administration imposed a curfew in Birgunj, and there are also reports of protesters pelting stone at the police, further escalating the situation. And the tension is very erupted and very violent in Birgunj, Nepal. Few days back, we also see the Genji protest was also being occurred at that Birgunj district, and now again a violent protest is happening in Nepal, and therefore the Hindus is being targeted by the locals, and it's very significant, similar like Bangladesh, where the Hindu has been already targeted and killing, and right now again in Nepal the tension is erupted, and the government of India is taking all the situation. The SSB officials are also on high alert. Security agencies patrolling have been increased, not only at the Mantri Brigade but also at the border areas such as Sahadev, Mahadevas, Pongtas, Sivan, Tolas, and the particular areas across the border at Nepal.
Right, Raman, do stay with me while we recap for our viewers what is actually happening. Over the last few days, there has been a communal flare-up near the India-Nepal border, after which we're also seeing tensions in Birgunj. Raman Rai has been following all the developments on that story for us. Raman, just take us through what led to the tensions spreading from one area to the other.
Well, it is in prima facie, it comes like that. The mosque is vandalized in the Dhanusha district in Nepal, and members of Muslim community protested against the incident for the second consecutive day on the Monday, which quickly escalated into a violent protest. And now, thereafter, the Hindus has been now targeting in Nepal by the locals, by the Muslims. So these are very significant and very drastic situation is already in going on in Nepal after the Genji protest we saw few months back, and now again tension escalates in the Nepal.
Right. So what you're seeing on your screens, viewers, are tensions that have flared up after there were reports of vandalism at a mosque, and that we believe has spread. What's also worrying at this point is that after the Nepal-India border has also been sealed, we are also hearing of reports of some harassment to Hindus, because of which many of them also want to return to their homes. Prabhakar is joining me live. Prabhakar, I was just telling our viewers about how Hindus also are alleging harassment, because there are some slogans against Hindu deities that have also been chanted in and around the area, because of which many Indian migrant workers are not feeling safe in Nepal near the border. What details can you share with us at this point?
See, it all started from the place called Dhanusha, which is a district there in Nepal, and two Muslim youths actually posted on their social media post, and the post was against the Hindu god and goddesses, a derogatory remark against Hindu god and goddesses, and that actually triggered this entire episode. The Hindu organizations and the Hindu youths, they came out on the streets and they started protesting, and in lieu of protesting, the protest which was happening there in the Birgunj, which is the commercial capital of Nepal, they not only attacked one of the mosques but also burned the Quran Sharif which was kept there, and that actually ignited the whole confusion which is happening there, the entire chaos which is happening there in Birgunj. As we speak, the curfew has been imposed there. The army is out on the street, the police is out on the street, the international border, which is the Raxaul border of India, it has been sealed, and the forces on both sides are ensuring that people don't cross into each other's territory. As of now, the situation is tense but under control, we are told, because the army has came out on the street. So it basically started from Dhanusha, a place called Dhanusha, where the derogatory remark against the Hindu god and goddesses were posted by two of the Muslim youths. Though both the youths have been arrested, we are told, by the Nepal police, but that aggravated this entire thing, and then the Hindu organizations started their protests, attacked the mosque, burned Quran Sharif, and then the situation got completely out of hand.
What's happening at the border as we speak? There must be very heavy patrolling as well at this point, Prabhakar?
Yeah, the SSB, that is the Sasastra Seema Bal, is supposed to be guarding the Indo-Nepal border. So they have not only increased their deputation there, the deployment over there, but they have completely sealed the border. So if you talk about the Raxaul and Birgunj, they are basically the twin towns. The Raxaul is the Indian side of the border, and Birgunj happens to be the Nepali side of the border. It's the second important city after Kathmandu. It's the commercial capital of Nepal. Most of the commercial activities happens from there. So that's a big setback as far as the commercial activities in Nepal is concerned. As we speak, the entire city has been put into the curfew. The army is doing a flag march on the streets. The Nepal police is there out on the streets, and they are trying to contain the situation. The Indian authorities on their part, they are not letting anybody from Indian side to cross over into Nepal, because remember, it's open borders. Anybody, any Indian citizen, or for that matter Nepali citizen, can cross into each other's territory. But as this tension is prevailing there in Birgunj, the people are being stopped from crossing into each other's territory, and they are being advised to stay confined within their own homes.
We're being told, despite the clampdown, despite the curfew, there have been minor clashes, and also protesters have been stone pelting police personnel. What can you share with us on that?
See, those visuals which we are showing to our viewers, this basically happened when the Hindu organizations started their protests, and there was also a group of Muslim organizations in a particular area where they were also protesting against the attack on the mosque and burning of the Quran Sharif. So both the groups actually were about to clash with each other when the police intervened. They not only tried to stop the situation, contain the situation, but tried to stop it from further aggravating. So the visuals we are seeing is when the police and the protesters, they are clashing with each other. The stone pelting happened. The police had to do some lathi charge, and the water cannons were used. But the situation as we speak seems to be under control. That is what we are learning from our sources there in Birgunj. But the tension prevails as both the organizations, the Hindu organizations and the Muslim organizations, they are very aggravated because the Muslim organization says that their mosque had been attacked, the Quran Sharif has been burned, whereas the Hindu organizations are quite agitated over the kind of derogatory remarks which have been used on the social media post against the Hindu god and goddesses.
And because of which we're also hearing that migrant workers are concerned for their security, Prabhakar, at this point in Nepal?
See, as I told you, Birgunj happens to be a very big, that's the biggest commercial center of Nepal. So the situation, many of the workers from Indian side, they cross into Nepal on daily basis, work there, and then they come back to the Indian side in the evening. So it's an open border. People go to Birgunj to work there, to do their daily jobs as laborers, as managers, and then come back to their homes in India. So that is a daily routine. So as the curfew has been imposed here, the many thousands people in thousands of numbers who are Indians actually and had gone there to Birgunj to work as their daily routine, they have been stuck there. So they would have to remain confined there till the situation eases off, or for that matter till the government of India actually tries to bring them back and find some way out.
Right, Prabhakar, thanks for joining us live. A quick recap for our viewers. It's a tense situation, like Prabhakar has pointed out, in Birgunj, which is along the Nepal-India border. A curfew has been imposed. Despite the curfew being imposed, there have been reports of minor skirmishes, and the India-Nepal border in that area has been sealed. This after reports emerge of vandalism and the burning of holy scriptures at a mosque in Dhanusha. That's the latest we have for you on the story. We, of course, will keep tracking all the updates here on Breaking Ground.